What's up, everybody? Dan here with Gladiator Vitamins. Today, I wanted to talk about kind of what got me into fitness in the first place and why I decided to do what I do today. So, really, it started for me when I was about 14 years old. I started reading bodybuilding magazines, looking at all the pictures in the magazines, seeing these like huge superhero looking guys. And back then I didn't really know like how they got that way. I just thought they were like fitness people. But I was super intrigued by it. I thought it was so cool. I didn't necessarily want to look like that, but I just more so thought it was cool and I found it interesting. Then maybe about a year or two after that, when I was like 15 or 16, I got into wrestling and I did pretty well with it. I won states when I was 135 pounds in freestyle wrestling. And I would lose matches though to guys that were stronger than me. Not necessarily had more skill, but just could outmuscle me. And so I decided to get into working out more seriously. This was about ninth grade, and they just came out with this pre-workout that was pretty famous back then, and apparently they stopped selling it like not long after because it had some substances in it that were, I don't know, banned or whatever. But let me tell you, this pre-workout, it worked well. And when I was about 16, using this pre-workout and working out in high school freshman year, I started actually seeing gains. And then you guys know, if you work out, once you start to see the gains, that's like all the motivation you need. So after I saw the gains, I kept going, and that kind of motivated me to keep going. But before that, I should also add, when I was in middle school, I was bullied. I was a really skinny kid. I didn't like to eat. My mom would always try and feed me, and I would always try and get away without finishing my food. And so I was bullied. I was a popular kid, and I was kind of handsome back then. So some of the older kids would bully me in school. I remember this one kid would pick me up and push me up against the lockers or whatever, and ask me for my lunch money or just harass me. And this was like a daily thing in middle school for me. So that was another motivator that motivated me to keep working out and to join wrestling. Yeah, after the pre-workout in the high school days, then I got into football. Football was like in the off season, so you wrestle in one season, and then after that ends, then football would begin. And same thing, I wanted to do better in football. I wasn't very good at memorizing plays, but I was very good on defense. I could tackle, and I could run pretty good too. And I just wanted to be bigger. So once I got into football, I started eating more. I started researching the whole diet aspect more. I just wanted to be big at that point. I didn't want to be skinny. And I did put on some size from about 145 pounds or so, like 10th grade. I went all the way up to like 160. So I did put on some serious weight, and people were noticing. And like I remember when I was going to like parties and stuff, for sophomore year, I would come into the party, and back then, those like Abercrombie polos were real popular, and they're like tight and they have tight sleeves, and my arms would be all bulging out of the sleeves, and guys would come up to me that I don't even know and just want to shake my hand and introduce themselves to me because everybody wants to be friends with the big guys like at the parties and stuff in case anything went down. But so that was pretty interesting. I started to get more confidence as a result of that. I started to get more confidence with girls as a result of that. That kept me going. And then I've always just been very competitive. It's just my nature, I played sports all growing up. I played soccer, I played baseball, basketball. But I knew, I wasn't really gonna excel as a professional athlete in any of those sports. So even wrestling, I was good at that, but I wasn't, good enough to take it as like a professional endeavor. So weightlifting, though, I was good at, and people noticed, and I really enjoyed it. And so I kind of took that as my personal sport that I like really dedicated myself to, and I could exercise my competitiveness during that. So the other thing that weightlifting allowed me to do is just like to set goals. Like I'm one of those people, probably like many of you, who like to set goals, whether big goals or small goals or both, and write them down and then cross them off as you achieve them. It's very like internally satisfying to do that. And this allowed me to accomplish goals because I'd say, oh, I want to get ripped for this photo shoot or whatever. I started doing some photo shoots for romance novels. So I had a goal. I wanted to look a certain way by this date, and that kept me disciplined and kept me committed to reaching that goal. Or, this winter I want to put on 5 pounds, so that, that's my goal. So I'm going to eat more, I'm going to train harder, I'm going to lift heavier. So there was always like a reason of something that was keeping me disciplined to achieve those goals. And then now transitioning to today, where, I'm 34 years old, just turned 34, and I want to stay youthful, I want to stay young, I want to stay healthy. So I've transitioned away from taking whatever they sell at the big name supplement store that, you really don't know what it's doing to your body internally. But transitioning away from those to really figuring out, after over, almost 2 decades worth of taking vitamins and supplements and workout supplements, to really narrowing it down to which ones really work well and are good for you versus which ones maybe work well but aren't good for you. And so with this company, Gladiator Vitamins, I've picked the supplements and vitamins that work really well and are good for you. And I've narrowed down the selection to just those. And mind you, I don't have every single product. Fish oil is one product that we don't have that I hope that we do get soon, but that is one that I take from another company. And then also I'm currently sampling an electrolyte drink. I've recently discovered that I like drinking electrolytes during my workout. I'll even drink some before my workout to make sure I'm extra hydrated. So I'm sampling some electrolytes now, hoping to have that product soon. But pretty much every single other product we have. And so I realized that you could go to this store and get everything you need or whatever, but you might have to get, this brand of that, this brand of that. It's kind of tedious, you go in that store, you got to look around the whole store. I need this from that section, this from over here, this from there. And then, so I wanted to take everything and put it together and just put it in one easy place where you can just go in and get everything you need right from that place. And it's a cool brand, it's a cool look, it's a cool feel. The overall goal of it is to help people achieve their goals. Whether you're a mom trying to get back into shape after she had kids, or you're a guy that's trying to run a marathon, or you're an older guy that's just trying to stay healthy, or you're a young guy coming up and you want to put on muscle and you want to take supplements, and you're smart enough to know that these supplements that they sell at these stores are maybe not the best for you, so you're looking to actually buy stuff that's good for you, that's not going to damage you in the long run, then that's what Gladiator Vitamins is. Helping people achieve their goals is what we're about. That's kind of a little bit of background on my personal fitness journey and how I got into it and what we represent today and how we can help you achieve your goals. By the way, I know I look pretty skinny, but I am wearing an XL shirt. When I go to the gym, I like to wear the big baggy shirts. I don't know, because then I guess when I get a pump in them and I look big and I know that I'm wearing an XL, it makes me feel huge, But you guys will see, during the photo shoot, I am pretty ripped. I weigh about 170 pounds right now, maybe 175. I know the shirt really doesn't do justice, but also being really lean, does some camera tricks there. But yeah, just to clarify that. So my current goal today, I'm about 5'9", 170, 175 pounds, but I would like to get up to 185. I know that at 185 pounds, I look solid. I look pretty much maxed out for my frame, and it's still a healthy weight. You don't want to really be any bigger than that, or your BMI is really high and you're classified as obese. So 185 pounds, 10 pounds of muscle, easily achievable over a time of a year or two, just from proper diet, exercise, nutrition, lifting heavy, and of course supplementation. So that's kind of my goals, where I want to be or where I see myself becoming in the next year or two. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Feel free to shoot me some comments. Otherwise, we're launching soon. The photo shoot is planned middle of next month. After that, I'll have everything I need for the website. The website's pretty much done. I just got to make sure everything works. And then we'll be launching, and then I hope to see you guys there. If you put your email in the website now, I have a list of those emails, and those people are all going to get an extra discount for whatever they want to order. If you want to order something now, I have some images of the products on the Instagram page, or if you have a goal in mind, just let me know, and I can order you a stack right now, and I'll give you a really good discount. Basically, I'll just give it to you at cost. So whatever you guys want to do, let me know. Dan here with Gladiator Vitamins, helping you to unleash your inner warrior, and I'll talk to you guys soon.